In business, there's no room for guesswork. Every shipment matters. Every deadline counts. When you're trying to keep operations running smoothly, the last thing you need is uncertainty. That's why reliability is at the core of USPS Ground Advantage. From the moment your package is first scanned in, it moves through a secure nationwide network, aiding in a timely and accurate delivery. You get near real-time tracking so you can keep up with your shipments. And with affordable upfront pricing, there are no hidden fees or surprise surcharges to throw off your cost sheets. It all adds up to predictable deliveries you can depend on. Because knowing your logistics are handled lets you focus on everything else: your customers, your team, and the future you're building. Visit USPS.com/groundadvantage to start shipping with confidence. USPS, official shipping sponsor of the NHL.
Hey, Jen, I don't know what's worse. Cartwheels down the street on a first date or anxious attachment books on a third date.
Amber, you totally forgot about the dildos.
Oh my God, how could I forget about the dildo story? That's way worse.
It's way worse. Well, let's get into all the red flags.
Yes, we are counting all of them for y'all tonight. I'm Jen. And I'm Amber. And this is Snatched Up. And before we get into it, we need you all to do us a favor.
On the platform that you're on, please follow us. And if you really feel generous, go ahead and give us that 5-star rating. We promise we won't disappoint.
And you know you want to.
Now, let's get back to these dildos.
Oh my God, the dildo story. Are we jumping right into that?
No, absolutely not. We're going to save that. You have to keep listening to us.
Yeah. To find out about the dildo. And you don't want to miss that. So, all right. First, I think we're going to talk about some of everything that we've been promising.
Well, you've been speed dating.
Yeah. She only went to one with me because
one was enough. We walked out.
She went and found herself a man. And so now she's, she can't go on any more speed dates with me. But yes, we did walk out of that one. That was the Tantra.
And I told y'all that it was Karma Sutra
It
in a
was
box.
not Karma Sutra. It was not sex positions, as Jen stated. It was intimate and up close and personal. We don't really know what happened, guys, because we couldn't stay.
Amber.
It was that bad.
They handed us a bag with beads in it.
We don't know what was in them. I think they were rocks, actually.
I think
they were
crystals.
crystals. They were crystals. All I know is I went up there. Jen pulls in a little bit late. The lady hands me this velvet bag. I didn't look. I don't know what was really in them, but I think they were crystals.
I think
You
they were
said
beads. Yes, they were beads.
Like
I felt them. They were circles. They were beads. You didn't feel the pouch?
I did not feel the pouch, but I'm not even going to say what I thought when you said
They're not anal
beads.
beads. They're not anal beads, but they were some kind of a bead. I don't know what they were, because when they make you take your shoes off and you walked in and there was not one person that you didn't feel like was going to give you a bacterial infection.
Oh, it was bad.
It was bad.
We don't mean to be mean either, but I don't even know. I think this is where we went wrong. We did not check the age limit. I don't think there was an age limit.
There was an age limit.
There was no way.
It was 35 to 45.
Some of those men were freaking 60 years old. They were old and fat. And I gave up. I gave up when one of them walked in what looked like a shaman outfit, all white. I freaked out at that point. You had already looked at me and said, I think we should go. And I was trying to hold on for the podcast content. And I was like, I don't know. It was bad. But I knew when they sent an email the night before and I texted you and I was like, I just got an email about making sure we're on time, which Jen and I are not on time, but about making sure we were on time because the doors close at 6:00 and no one will be permitted in once the ceremony started. And then I was like, this sounds like some satanic crap going on.
So the guy walks in all white, and Amber thought we were in some hoodoo.
Oh
and
my
she's
God.
like, Jen, I think that's a shaman. We have.
I did. I thought at first, I was like, okay, maybe he's leading this whole ceremony, right? No, he was a participant, probably a frequent flyer.
Bless his heart. They were. It was bad.
It was really
so
bad.
And this one girl was trying to convince everybody
To stay.
To stay because she's learned so much about herself and
Yeah.
going to these things.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I just went through a year of therapy. I don't need to learn anything else about myself. I am fully aware. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Can I go put my shoes back on?
I think, well, y'all, we didn't even do it that way. We snuck out basically.
We did.
Because when she came in and she said, now would be the time, we're going to start the ceremony in 10 minutes. And if you need to go to the restroom, now would be the time to go. So Jen and I looked at each other and we were like, let's go eat dinner. And we ran out.
We ran out.
Grabbed our
Those
shoes.
poor guys, they're like, the best ones won.
Yeah. It was so bad.
It was.
I was mortified because all I could think about was you do get really close. We can't tell you exactly what would have happened because we didn't stay.
You're
Holding hands. It's a very intimate. And I was like, I'm not touching them and they are not touching me.
And they also give you a card that's supposed to be like your conversation starter.
An icebreaker.
An icebreaker.
Yeah. Jen and I didn't do that either.
No, they tell you to read the card and put it back in the center. I'm like, okay, I'm dropping this and I am gone. I looked at Amber, okay, we have enough content.
Yeah, we did have a wonderful dinner afterwards.
Yes, we did. But now that didn't stop you because even though I couldn't go,
I was already in a
relationship.
Yeah.
So, but
kudos for her.
She went to number 2 on her own.
Yes.
So that one was in Atlanta, and it was more upscale, right?
Yeah, that one was through City Swoon, I think, and City Swoon dating. And so that one was at the establishment and it was interesting too.
First, what's the format?
Okay. So the format is it's all done through your phone. So you walk into this one area. They had like this back patio area, porch area or whatever that was kind of open and also covered. Sections of it were covered, but you log in on their website and they send you get like texts and you go look at what they send you. And it's literally like they're giving you, it's different rounds. Mm-hmm. Okay. So then you have to go find the person. It texts you, is like, okay, round 1 is starting.
Do you get their picture and a name
you
badge?
get their picture and their name. Okay.
So you have to go find them.
You have to go find them. And then once you find them, then you sit down and you talk to them. I remember the first guy, I was like, holy crap. It looked like he was like some director or something because he had like this, I don't know. It was awkward.
Was it more business or casual or?
It was business casual. I would say they weren't like super dressed up, but they weren't super casual either. The one guy that I did kind of think, okay, maybe he's okay. He and I did not get paired to talk to each other. I didn't know how this worked. They give you a break, one round where you don't interact, but you can talk to somebody else as a friend. Well, he was my friend person. Well, I thought that it meant that I was going to be talking to him next when I came back from the break, the round break or whatever. So I went out, did my own thing, went to the bathroom, came back, and then completely missed talking to him at all because I didn't know I was supposed to. So then I jumped back into another round and there was one guy, bless his heart. He kept blinking the whole time and it was really unnerving because I'm already spastic and can't pay attention long enough, but he threw me off guard because he was blinking so much.
Oh.
And then when I went back and looked at his picture, he was holding those little pinwheel things that you blow and they... It was awful. It really was. But the bartender there told me, she's like, you don't need to come to this event. She's like, you need to come here on a Thursday or Friday night because there are a lot of really cute men. And I was like, okay, good to know. Maybe I'll see you next Thursday.
Well, I could be your wingman for that.
Okay. See, yeah, you can come there.
I could be your wingman for that.
The one guy at the very end, the one that I said I might have been kind of interested in. So I did find out he was a little bit older than what I would have liked.
That's what you like. Lord knows I tried to fix her with somebody younger.
He was like more than, he might have been 10 years older. He was just a little bit older, but he was Irish. And I am a sucker for an accent. And so as the event was ending, he sees me and he's like, you ran out and I looked for you. We were supposed to talk during that. And I was like, I am so sorry. I had no clue. There was one guy, even the bartender thought he looked like a serial killer or something. And I was like, oh my God.
Amber, that's your type. What are you talking about?
No, that is not my type. And so then after the event, you can go on there and you can see all that have matched with me because they do it through that.
Did you have any matches?
Yes. And I was like, no.
Oh,
no, thank you.
So
I'm, like I said, I've just did this for the podcast content. I'm not really dating.
Well, okay, but that that was 2 bad experiences, but you did do the tennis mixer last Sunday, and that was fun, right?
So give it up for Green Flag Dating out of Atlanta, because that was the funnest event that I went to. And like I said, I literally thought, I'm going to be done. I think I will go to another one of their events. It was so much fun. The organizers were incredible. The way they had it laid out was a lot of fun. Their website is good too. It's kind of the same thing. You go on and you make a profile. And even if you didn't get to meet somebody, if you saw somebody and then you didn't get to either play with them, because it was a tennis thing, you could still match with them later on and get their contact information and communicate with them if you're interested in them. So I've actually already had that happen.
Tonight.
I was like, he's like, I'm sorry I didn't get to meet you. And, because what happened was I played with one group and then came off the court, and then they rotated us again with 2 other guys. And so the second group that I was with, we had so much fun together. We were of like really good level playing that they wanted us to stay together. Like all of us wanted to stay together and just continue playing. So we came off the court. We got a drink.
Y'all shafted everybody
We
else.
did. I felt so bad because one guy, like, as soon as we came off and we were all like, let's just go get a drink and then let's go back on the court because we had so much fun playing together. And this other guy came up to me and he was like, hey, I really wanted to play with you. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I just told another group I would play with them. And I said, but maybe afterwards, if you're still here, then we can play together. I said, well, are you advanced or intermediate? And he was like, I'm advanced. And I was like, well, I'm like intermediate. And he's like, I don't really care about that. And he's like, all I care about is your smile.
Was he cute?
He was cute. But I don't know. I mean, he was okay.
I'd go back and be like, hey, I really did want to play with y'all, but cute guy over here, and that's what I'm here for.
No, we had a really good group together. It was really fun. It was a lot of fun. But like I said, the Green Flag Dating people, it was a great experience. I'm going to do another one. They actually asked me about being their featured match.
I love it. I love it. Amber needs to be the featured match.
I don't know, guys.
Yes, Amber needs to be the featured match. Hey, at least that is better than some of these dating sites.
Yes. So that's actually something that I talked with the Green Flag organizer about. That was one of the reasons why they wanted to start this in person, getting to know you, the speed dating thing, so that you could actually meet in real life and see how you vibe with each other or whatever.
Yeah.
But
I mean, there's so many things like that I see them on Facebook too, like groups where they get together and they just do fun events together. And then, there's church groups that do stuff like that too.
Yeah.
Or singles group. Sometimes that's more fun because the dating apps.
Yeah.
Like choke me.
Oh, the dating apps are awful. I haven't been on them since October, November-ish, I guess, or whatever. But and this is another reason why I don't want to go back to them, because they're awful.
They are. I hate dating apps. I have tried and tried and tried because they're monotonous. And especially for me, being a loan officer, I'm on the phone all day long. I'm on my computer all day long. So are you.
Yeah. So you don't want to be
the
on
last thing I want to do is be on my phone and my computer at night.
Yeah.
And then it's like some of these guys want to be your pen pal. And I'm sorry, buddy, ask me out. I am so much more fun.
Yeah. And never meet up. Yeah. That's a thing too. It's like you'll just talk and talk and talk until it's like, okay, are we meeting up? Are we not meeting up? And then you have some though that are way too forward.
Remember in the first episode we talked about the one that wanted to eat me out.
Yes, like come on, it's crazy. Like you never know what you're going to get. So Jenn says Hinge. I did not personally try Hinge, so I did tell her, I was like, okay, I think once I'm like ready and I get back on, I think I'm going to try Hinge, because all I did was Facebook dating and Bumble. Maybe did you?
I've done them all. So initially, this podcast was created after a couple of drinks of margaritas.
Oh God!
And I was going to let my 5 married friends, them and their husbands, they were going to date for me since I was not a good chooser of my own. Each of them was going to pick their own dating website. So we had Match, and then our friend Pam wanted to be Find My Farmer or something. I don't know. And then Hinge, Bumble, and Tinder. In my, 30s at some point before Sammy, and between Charlie and Sammy, I did eHarmony, and it told me that there wasn't a match for 150 miles.
These are also some of the friends that told us that this podcast should be named Two Hoes Looking for Bros.
That is so right. Yes. Yes. That stuff is so much better.
Yes, I agree.
So that is how they were each going to go on to different websites and they were going to date for me. It would be my picture and my profile, but they were going to date for me. Well, we decided that was probably catfishing.
Yeah.
And it broke all of the rules that you have on the dating websites. So we didn't do that.
Because you wouldn't have known anything really about them if they were the ones talking and everything anyway.
They weren't going to let me see the conversation or the picture until the day of the date.
Although, honestly, that would have been really fun if you went in there without even knowing anything.
Our asshole friend would have had a field day. Like, I would have been going in.
There's no telling what they would have said.
Yeah. But that didn't transpire. And so here we are. We decided to turn this into our Snatched Up podcast.
Yes.
So anyways, and Amber and I have always had such a fun dynamic that's how we got here. Is this was initially going to be just about dating, but that was the other thing. Once you find somebody, then your podcast is done.
Yeah, that was something that we talked about several times, was that as soon as, if it's only about the dating and the relationship side of it, then as soon as we do get somebody, then the podcast is over.
Right.
So that's why we decided to extend it into other areas of life.
Okay, so her and her ex had signed me up one party. I don't remember.
Did we really?
Yes, y'all signed me up on Hinge first.
I do not remember that.
We were her ex is like, I can create your profile and get you a man.
Oh my God.
And so the two of them sat down and created a profile for me one night at a party, drunk.
I'm starting to recollect something. I cannot be held liable for anything.
And so that was my first ever experience. Well, not first ever, but first since I had broken up.
I do remember that now, because we wanted her to get out there and to put herself out there and to meet some people.
And so I think I did. And then that led into me. Yeah, it's your fault with the dildos.
No, that wasn't the same site. What was it? The same site?
It was the same site.
Oh God, I'm responsible for the dildo story. But I didn't choose the guy though. That was all you.
I did all the choosing. So I will take that. But anyway, so that is.
I would have told her to run. I did tell you to run.
You did tell me to run. Yes.
Oh my God.
But so I match. eHarmony told me I didn't have any matches within 150 miles. Facebook dating is free. And so with Facebook dating, it's like everybody, and you tried that for a little while too. I think if you have to pay for something, you get a little bit higher quality or person that's actually looking for something.
Yeah.
Versus I feel like Facebook dating is hookups.
I will not do that again.
Yeah.
I will not do Facebook dating again. That was, that was the cartwheel guy too. I mean, that was awful. So, when my ex and I had split several months ago in October, November, and I got on dating sites, this is how I know that I when I'm ready, I'll be ready. But this is one reason why I don't want to get back on. My experience was awful. But one guy actually ended up, I went on a date with him. At the table, he's sitting there massaging my hand, and I'm just like, okay.
Did he ask if he could hold your hand?
I don't really know how it happened. I think I tried to block it out because it was just so bad. And so he is literally sitting there massaging my hand, and then we leave the restaurant and he's like, hey, do you want to do cartwheels down the street? And he's like, have you ever done a cartwheel?
That was the same guy.
The same guy. He goes, have you? And I was so pissed off because this guy was so good looking, so tall, so handsome, had the prettiest teeth, just so manly. And then he freaked me out with the hand massage and the cartwheel. And y'all, when he did I was like,
on something?
I don't know. Must have been. I don't know. I have no clue. But he was like, I'm going to do a cartwheel. And I was like, okay, I'm not doing a cartwheel. At this point, I'm like grabbing my phone to text you, get me out of here. SOS. This is horrible. I'm freaked out. I want to go home.
Yes. And then you did this shortly
after.
I
did. I hightailed, and I will never forget, because he messaged me afterwards and I couldn't even respond. I couldn't even respond. And then one of his last texts, I think, was like, that bad, huh? And I was like, yeah.
You did tell him?
I didn't know. I never responded, but he said that bad ? Meaning like the date, because I wasn't responding to anything at that point. But also if you're gonna do a cartwheel on a date, make sure it's a good cartwheel. It was horrible. I don't even think his feet got above his, but it was awful. It was
he
like
drunk?
No. Well, I mean, he did have a drink there. I don't know, but it was so bad. You text me and I was like, my best friend needs help with something.
Because I was checking on you.
Yeah, it was awful. And that just was, it's so cringe.
Hinge, when you signed me up, I had met a guy and we had gone out on a couple dates and he seems pretty okay until date 3. He's like, I got us some books. He shows them to me and they're anxious attachment books, workbooks, because I was telling him that I was in counseling and he had said that he had gone through counseling. And so he was going to tell me about his anxious attachment and he wanted us to do workbooks with each other.
Y'all, she did not tell me about this until recently. When you told me this the other day, I literally was like, I cannot even. What is wrong with people?
Just one book,
and it was the third. It was the third date.
It was the third date, and it was 3 books,
and it was a workbook,
and 2 books.
Oh, he was already thinking y'all were getting married or something.
Real. I should have said no. That was like the beginning part of the date. So by the end of the date, he had kind of recovered. Then we went on a 4th date. But then the 5th date, he asked if I would go to his sister's birthday. I'm like, okay. And he's like, well, we might be drinking. And so do you want to just stay here? And I'm like, buddy, I'm not that kind of girl.
Yeah.
He's like, no. I have an extra bedroom. You can stay in the extra bedroom. So I wasn't going to, but then I did have too much to drink because we went karaokeing and you can't do karaoke without drinking, in my humble opinion. At least I can't do karaoke without drinking.
Absolutely not.
And so we got back and so I go upstairs. Oh, and let me just tell you too. So he had a townhome. And so this is a red flag, y'all. And I should have absolutely paid attention to my gut. But he's like, I'll drive. And you just pull into the garage. So then we get back and I had too much to drink and I go up to the extra bedroom and I'm brushing my teeth and whatever. And he's like, I got these for us. And I look over and he has 3 freaking dildos. I felt like I was Goldilocks and the 3 dildos. It's like the baby bear, the mama bear, and the big black DeMarcus bear. Yes. And so I'm like, what are those? And he's like, well, they're not for tonight. I'm like, well, they're not in a wrapper either. And I said, so how do I know that they're not pre-used? He's like, oh, no, I just took it. I'm like, well, that's being pretty presumptuous.
Oh my God.
And so I was like, oh my gosh. So then I was going to go to sleep and I was going to leave. He set the alarm and I couldn't leave. I had to wait until 7 o'clock in the morning. And then I woke him up and told him that Sammy needed me to come home.
Oh my God.
I left. And then I told him.
I remember you telling me, I was like, I'm sending this text right now. Cause I was a little actually worried about you. Cause I think I told you I need your location, man. I need to know that you're okay. And when you told me that he was going to put, was it your car in the garage or something?
Yes.
Yeah. I was like, I don't like it. And he was trying to get you locked up in there with the Goldilocks and the 3 dildos.
Yes. I mean, he didn't cross any lines, but that was like,
that is
so, but I can imagine though that other girls that aren't as strong as I am,
oh my God,
might have felt, I don't know. It just, I mean, shame on me. I put myself in that situation.
I would have ran, I think. I don't think I would have been able to stay. I think I would have told him that unlock the door.
But I had been drinking. So, I mean, what was I going to do?
You could have called me. I'd have come and got you.
Hey, let me sit here with you for 45 minutes while I wait for my friend Amber.
You didn't have to tell him until I was already outside. You could have waited.
That is true. And then let me come back the next morning and get my car out of your garage.
Yeah. That'd have been safer. I'd have drove you back. Then you wouldn't have had to spend the night with Goldilocks and the 3 dildos.
Okay. That's my horror story. But what about you getting drunk on date 1 with boy?
Huh? Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. So that was bad too.
Me, I'm sitting there. I'm visiting my dad. You remember this?
I called you and Chuck. I was so lit.
She was so drunk. And it was only like 10 o'clock at this point.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there with my dad. We're watching a movie. And I'm FaceTiming her. And she's like, hey, Chuck. And I'm meeting this guy.
I made Chuck's night.
You did make Chuck's night. You did. Chuck loves you. But we're sitting there, and Amber is on this date.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Amber, you've been there since 4 or 5 o'clock. It was an early date.
It was an early date, and it was only supposed to be an early date. And to be honest, this was the first date that I had been on in 11 years, right? And so I was so nervous. The guy was super nice. Okay. I will say that. Like he was
nice.
He was such a nice guy, and
really nice. Here.
Had a good career, a very good career in IT, and he was a good looking guy, and he had everything together. He had a second house and a boat. He did ask me several times afterwards, like to come out on the boat with him, and I was like, no, like I'm.
Why don't you bring him back up?
What? You brought him up. You were talking about
I said, bring him back up. Bring him.
I did actually think about messaging him and seeing how he was doing, but I don't think there's anything romantically there. And so I didn't want to give him any hope. I mean, I made out with him. My God, she's looking at me like she's looking at, okay. But in all fairness, so I got there. We were supposed to watch a football game together. Okay. Yeah. We were supposed to watch a football game together. We were there at this restaurant bar or whatever. And he ordered me a drink. I don't drink a lot. So if I do,
she's a lightweight.
If I do drink, it is
balls to the wall.
Yeah, I am on the floor or on a table. So we just stayed there watching the game, and the game was like several. And I meant to go home at like 6, 7 o'clock, but we did have a good conversation. And then what was really funny, there were these 2 guys that were really cute
because you kept telling me that they were hotter.
They were hot.
They were super hot guys.
And then we went to the second place that we went to. And we called you and Chuck. I was already 3 sheep. Those guys were there too. One of them was like, let me ask you something. They're like, are y'all together? Because you are so pretty. I was like, thank you. One of the guys was married and one of them was not married. I guess the guy that was married was just there with his friend. But yeah, they made me feel really good.
So I was like, how are you getting home? You need an Uber.
Yeah. I had to wait in the parking lot
for like hours.
Yeah, because I couldn't. That was bad. Do not get drunk on your first date,
because then you will be a red flag.
Yes, then you are the red flag, and I was definitely the red flag that night. But it was a fun night.
It was a fun. You had a good time.
I did have a good time, and the guy was sweet.
What are other red flags, do you think?
Oh, okay. If a guy tells you that he's still living with his ex.
Yeah, I could have listened to that one.
Or if he won't tell you what his address is.
Okay, Amber.
Oh, that is the biggest red flag.
It is, in hindsight. It's a red flag. Jennifer has learned some red flag lessons.
Yes, ladies. If a man does not want you to know where he lives and will not give you his address, there's a reason for it.
We're talking dating
for a while. We're talking about like you've been in a long-term relationship with them and they
or a committed
relationship and they move and they don't give you their new address.
Yes.
Yeah.
Could have saved myself a couple months on that one.
I tried to tell her.
Yep. You tried to tell me.
I tried to tell you. Or if they're not divorced yet.
Okay, but if they're working through stuff like that.
No, not until the papers are signed, sealed, and delivered.
Oh, whatever. Some divorces take forever.
I get that.
I mean, and marriages are over years before that. So,
but I feel like maybe if that was like the case, and I liked somebody, I was really into somebody, maybe I would want to, I don't know, like get to know their ex and make sure that it was like that they were actually splitting. You know what I mean? Like,
I think as long as it's filed, then it's Free Willy.
Free Willy. You would think it's Free Willy. No puns intended, huh?
Oh, dear Lord. Okay, so
I say wait for the divorce, but okay.
Okay, what about...
I've never been in that situation either, though, so I can't say...
I haven't either. One of us have been married.
I haven't. Well, no, but I mean, like, where I have dated somebody or been interested in somebody who was going through a divorce, so I can't really say what I would or wouldn't do.
Well, and I will say, I did this in my early 20s, and I do very much regret it, but I was the other woman.
Oh, no.
And so that is a red flag 100% of the time.
You don't want to be the other woman.
You do not want to be the other woman.
Yeah.
I don't think it ever works out being the other woman.
Yeah. No.
Luckily, I've been given forgiveness, and I can honestly say that I'm thankful for that because I actually have a relationship with that woman now.
Oh, that's good.
But no, that is That's a red flag.
Yeah, you don't want to do that either.
Mm-mm. Nope, not at all. So we live and we learn.
Yes.
But you know what's so crazy through
What?
all of this? We've had a couple listeners that have reached out about different topics that we've had on our last dating.
Listen,
The
yeah.
cougar and the cub. She reached out, and so she said that she had a 18-year age gap between her and the guy that she dated.
Yeah, so he was 25 and she was 43.
Yeah.
Golly. Okay, I could never, I don't think. But I don't like dating younger anyways, but I don't know if I could do 18 years.
Well,
But didn't she say it was...
she said that she got to show him all the ropes.
There you go.
Quote, unquote.
I thought she said he was, never mind, the ride of her life. And it was the what's R&R. Okay, the ropes.
Hey, ropes, riding.
She
you
showed
never
him all the
know.
ropes.
Get a cowboy.
Giddy up. Save a horse, ride a cowboy.
Oh my gosh. We continue to love to get your feedback and to hear your responses and your stories. So please share them with us.
Yes, you can send those to us on Instagram or TikTok at Snatched Up Podcast.
Or you can email us at snatcheduppodcast@gmail.com. And don't forget, like and give us that 5-star rating on whatever platform you're listening to now.
Yes. And we will continue to read off your stories that you send in. So, all right. I think it's time to play Snatch or Sketch.
Oh, I love this.
Okay. All right. Our first question is, he picks the restaurant, makes the reservation, and confirms the day of.
Oh, snatched up. Be still my heart.
Oh my gosh. I think some people would think, I agree. I think that is super hot, but I think some people might think, is it controlling? And I will say, I did have this guy that did, we FaceTimed and I knew he was really into me. And afterwards he was like, let's go on a date. I'm going to pick the place and I'll tell you the time. He messages me like 2 days later and he tells me where we're going or where he wants to go. It was all the way up in some park. I was like, he is going to murder me and I am never going to come home. So you kind of got to be a little careful about that. So I did not respond. It was 40 minutes away for one. And then it was at a park for two. And I was like, I'm going to get murdered.
How about men are not mind readers? And sometimes they're just stupid. And so how about help a brother out and just say, hey, I'm not really comfortable going to a park. How about we go someplace where there's more people?
Yeah, I wasn't
And
about
closer to my BFF in case she needs the 911.
Yeah, I wasn't about to be on the first 48. I was scared.
Oh my good Lord. But I will say, have some initiative.
Yeah.
Take
Make a
initiative.
plan.
Make
Yeah.
a
Do the
plan.
planning.
Yeah.
And it is nice though when they do take what you want into consideration and they ask you, what do you want? Where do you want to go? So
Yeah. Just not every single day of your relationship.
no, yeah, because that does suck. Because
Yeah.
I got to the point where I actually ordered one of those things where you toss
Toss
it.
it and it
Yeah,
tells
the
you
dice.
no.
Yeah, and it's like American burgers, tacos. Yeah. We were that bad.
Oh gosh. All right, I have one for you. He calls his mom and asks her opinion before he ever calls you. We both dealt with that one.
Sketched out.
Yeah,
That is so
sketched out.
sketched. Yeah.
Yes. I should be number one.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
to-
Well, biblically too, they're supposed to. Like you
Yes.
leave and cleave to your woman. So that's how I believe it should be. And so yeah, I don't think that is not attractive, calling mommy all the time.
You can love your mom and respect your mom and have a great relationship with your mom. But
And you should want
Yes.
that too, because generally those
Yeah.
men are the men that are going to treat you better because they have respect for their mother.
but just
and-
don't put her first.
Yes, there you go.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. On the first date, he asks what your favorite flower is, and then he brings you those on the next date.
Irises.
Oh, so you say that's snatched up.
Oh, good Lord. Yes.
I think
Snatched
it's
up.
cute too.
Yes.
I think it's snatched up. I don't know. I've gotten a little more sappy as I've gotten older. I probably like I used to be like,
Really?
no.
Well, see, I love
too, no.
flowers.
Yeah, so we're gonna both
Yes.
agree with that, and we're gonna say snatched up.
All right. He texts you what you're doing at 11 p.m. and nothing before.
Oh, that's sketched.
Total sketch. And I
Yeah.
can't stand, like, we both have kids. So
Yeah.
don't text me on a Friday or a Thursday wanting to make plans for Friday. Like, I need 2 days notice to figure out
Yeah.
the kids,
Yeah,
you know, and what
you
to
got to
do.
plan. Yeah, you
Yeah.
need to have some plan. I mean, I do like the idea too of being spontaneous, but at the same time, I think that comes later on.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Okay. His ex is still all over his Instagram.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Now, if he has kids, I think that is okay because I don't think you have to cut somebody totally out of your life.
I don't think it's a problem. I think, to me, I don't think it would
Even
bother
if they didn't
me.
have kids together?
Mm-mm. Because if you have, especially if you have a long-term relationship with somebody, they were part of your life. And so,
What if they're recent pictures, like pictures from last week?
okay, so we need to have that conversation too. Like, how soon is too soon to be dating? Because if you have pictures from your ex from last week, I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if I see that you've just been on a trip with her in the past month or something like that, or you're still posting stuff with her now, yeah, and or super recent, then no. But now if it's in the past, I'm not going to tell you go
I
delete
don't
all
either.
that
Like
stuff.
that doesn't bother me.
Don't. I'm not going to say
That's a part of your life.
it's part of your
What made
life.
you who you are,
and it's part of your journey. I think when people do want people to delete all evidence of somebody else, I don't like that.
It's like a start and a finish.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. There's got to be a line.
A line.
Yeah, there's got to be
Yes.
a line
Yes.
because if they've gone on a trip or they've got pictures or whatever up and posted from the last month, they have no business dating anyways.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Heal,
Heal,
people.
yes. Don't fill the space.
Yes, heal. Don't fill
Yeah.
the space.
So
I agree. Okay, this one I don't even know how to answer.
yeah, I don't know either. Because this could go.
Has a ton of girl friends.
Yeah, he has a ton of girlfriends. I think if he introduces them to you, y'all are friends. You get the chance to interact with them and be friends. But now, would it be appropriate for them to go off and do something alone by themselves?
I mean, I don't know. Like your best friend since third grade.
Yeah,
like,
what's the
go for it,
context
you
behind
know?
it?
Or
Maybe.
like maybe your work wife.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that too
Yeah.
because you're at work with somebody for so many hours.
Yeah.
That's your work wife or
Yeah.
your work husband.
Yeah.
That part I don't.
Yeah, I had one that used to throw paper balls over the cubicle. That he
Yes. So I mean, I think that those are situational. But
Yeah.
somebody that just has a ton of
Oh no, yeah, no.
girlfriends that they're friends with.
Yeah, that's a little sketchy.
I
That
don't
is a
know.
little sketchy. Don't ever want you to meet them.
Yeah.
Something's wrong with that.
Yeah.
That's a red flag. Something's wrong with that.
Like I'm not a jealous person. It's
Yeah.
just not my MO. And I do believe that guys and girls can be friends. I do.
Yeah, I think so too. I just think that there has to be a respect boundary because at some point it could get muddy, you know.
Oh, absolutely.
And so I think that's the thing you have to think about is you have to be respectful. So
Yeah,
if
I
you
think
wouldn't
so
want
too.
your partner doing it, then you shouldn't do it.
I agree.
Yeah.
What's good for the goose is
It's
good
good.
for the gander. Well, so here's what we've learned today. The cartwheel was a warning. The hand massage was a warning. And Amber, when she drinks, might be a warning.
I'm a red flag myself. All right. So you've heard our red flags. So don't make the same red flag mistakes that we did.
But until next time,
Let's get snatched up.